Right, this week I've got a 10-day trip planned. First part of the trip is out after Sika mainly, but there is a chance of some red stags. Then after I'm finished here, I'm going back onto Arran and just focusing on the red stags for about 7 days. So it'll be a short video on the Sika and stags for the beginning of the trip, because I don't know if I'm going to get much footage because it's new ground and I don't like recording too much on new ground because I'm learning it as I'm stalking it. So I'll be doing that, and then I'll be on Arran for the main video really. But I'll see what footage I can get together of this trip, and hopefully I get my first Sika, and we'll see how we get on. I didn't get much footage on my first outing tonight because I'm just learning the ground, trying to walk through. A lot of reds moving and roaring, and ended up coming through to a nice open bit. And as I just come to a clearing, noticed a red staring at me, a bit out of breath because I've had to go uphill. So got set up on my sticks. It's come out just trotting, and I just had to wait for that broadside shot. Took it high shoulder, dropped on the spot. So it was nice and easy find. Just had to walk uphill to get to it. I'm not unfit, I swear. But it's coming last light now, you see. I was out for Sika, but I've not seen any. I've seen plenty of reds moving. I thought, get a deer on the ground at least. I'm not going to blank. So got that on the ground. I'm going to grolk it now. Then I'm going to try and drag it downhill to quad track so we can pick it up. That's it. Not a bad little stag. Big body. As I say, he was coming out. There was a lot of roaring going around, so I think what I think is he were gearing up to see what were going out, and it was me at the end of the gun. It was only about 100-yard shot. But as I say, dropped on spot, so it was half the battle. But game grollet now, and I'll drag him downhill. Right, that's the day grollet now. So I'm gonna drag it down there, and there's a little quad track, and then we can retrieve it maybe in the morning or possibly this evening. But at least it's grollet, it's cooling. It'll be a cool evening, so it won't be too bad to leave overnight if we have to. But I'll take my time going down here because it's quite steep. But yeah, good result, first day. Yeah, I went out this morning, saw a few Sika in thermal, but they were just straight off. We didn't really get much of a chance, but come back now to get the stag off the hill. Really cold frost last night, so day's going to be all right up there, but we're going to get it down now, get it back into the larder, and then we'll be out again this evening. I think I'm stalking the same area. As I say, we didn't see much. It's loads of reds knocking about, but we were trying to focus on the Sika, but it just didn't happen this morning. But hopefully we'll get out this afternoon and see if we can get on a Sika. Right, it's the second evening, so tonight I'm going to mainly focus on trying to get a Sika, because I've never shot one, and I want to get, it's a good opportunity to get one tonight, and I've got all next week to focus on the reds. So going out same place as last night, which there's meant to be plenty of Sika on there, so I'm just going to ignore the reds and try and get a Sika down. My dad's out as well, so he's mainly trying to focus on a Sika, but I think he's a bit more inclined to taking a red, because just to keep up with me. But yeah, weather's holding. We've not had any rain, which is good. Got really cold though last night, and as I say, this morning we was stalking and a lot of frost about, but it helped with leaving that deer on the hill. At least it weren't getting too hot. So I'm going to get our gear ready now, and then we're going to go out, and hopefully I should get my first Sika. We've also got tomorrow morning to try as well, and then we'll be making our way over to Arran, and that's when the difficult stalking starts. This is a lot easier ground to stalk than Arran. It's not as back-breaking. Even dragging that red off this morning weren't major work. So hopefully should get a Sika tonight, and I'll keep you posted on that. Right, the plan for this evening is pretty much the same as yesterday, but I'm going to go a bit further into another open clear fell where apparently a lot of Sika hang out. So I'm moving a bit faster than I did yesterday because I know where I'm walking now. I know the ground a little bit better, so I'm going to head over there, get onto this clay fell and just sit out there till last light, and hopefully some Sika start popping out. There's been some reds roaring again. As I said, tonight I'm mainly focusing on trying to get a Sika, and my dad's doing the same. He's gone same place he went last night, where he did get on a 12-point red, but he laid off that, hoping for some Sika. But I've got a plan. I'm going to make my way to there and hopefully see something, and might be able to get this one on trigger camera. It just depends if the light's fading, which is when Sika are out. The trigger cam's not going to pick anything up. It doesn't like low light conditions, but hopefully we'll get something, get a deer on the ground. Got to the clear fell now, and there's a hind and a couple of calves knocking about 250 yards. So there's a deer out here. I can't see any stags with them anyway, and no Sika, but it's a good vantage point here, so I'm just going to stop here till last light, and it'll just give me plenty of time scanning, see if anything pops out. It's a great piece of open land here, so there's every chance something will be popping out. I've been told this is where Sika love hanging out, so with a bit of luck something should pop out as light starts to fade. Seen plenty of deer on this clay fell. I say probably about 5 or 6 hinds and calves, and then there was that young stag which offered a shot, but as I say, I'm holding out for Sika. So what I'm going to do now, just as the last light's coming in, I'm going to stalk back from where I came and work the tracks, because I've been told they cross there regular, and I could see a lot of tracks cutting in and out of the wood. So I'm going to start my way back and see if we can bump anything on the way back, and I can have a look at that bank where I shot the stag yesterday as well. But it was a nice evening, just sat watching deer. I think furthest we're probably about 300 yards, and just watching them naturally without disturbing them. So I've enjoyed this evening, but I'll have a start back and see if we can bump into anything on the way. Weather's changed again this morning. It's a bit windier and it keeps blowing in some heavy rain. I've walked out to where we were last night, and there's another group of hinds out there. No stags or Sika. I bumped to Sika on my way up on the track, picked it up in thermal, but it was just short shooting light anyway, so I couldn't even see it in binos. It were off as soon as I knew I was there. Wind were on my back. As I say, wind's not working in my favour today. It's swirling all over. Well, I've seen deer again, so I'll start making my way back in a minute and see if there's anything else out. Alright, that's the end of the first part of the trip. Like I said, I didn't get much footage on this because it's new ground, and I like to stalk the ground proper first before I start recording, just so I can focus on what I'm doing. So should be able to get at least a small video out of it, but main video will be on Arran once we get on there. Weather's looking a bit bad on Arran for Saturday and Sunday, so we might give it a rest then and then start again on Monday when the weather's cleared up, and hopefully the rut's still going. There's been no roaring going on today, and like I say, I've only seen them hinds. My dad did get on a Sika stag, but it gave him the slip. It was skylined and then it never reappeared. So like I said, I'll get back to the car now, go and get some breakfast, and then make our way onto Arran and hopefully get some more red deer down. But if you watch this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and then you won't miss the next video.